This is my Peak Design sling bag that has my Sony ZV-E1 and the Tamron 20-40. I'm going to show you why it's become my everyday compact carry setup for photo and video. So I recently picked up the ZV-E1, which is a full-frame compact camera by Sony. This camera honestly has actually surpassed my expectations and has become my new favorite everyday carry when it comes down to having a great video and some photo camera. It has amazing autofocus that, to be honest, is really cool because it has all the new AI kind of autofocus that it has with the newer Sony cameras. So it's kind of nice when it comes down to any video work that I need to do for everyday kind of style, and also with some photos that I want to take on the go. It's really nice because it has the updated stabilization, so I'm able to stabilize my footage within the camera more, and if I need to do anything in post, it makes it a lot smoother. So that's really nice when it comes down to the video spec for this camera. And now another reason why it's a really great compact camera, and not just because of the size, but it's also because it has the internal microphone that I can use. So if I want to create some videos and just be out and about kind of vlogging, I don't have to bring another microphone with it, so I can keep it nice and condensed in my sling bag, which is quite nice. And the reason why is because I can also use the Adobe Speech Enhance AI to just, clean up the audio so to make sure that it just sounds perfectly fine and I'm not having to worry too much about it. And well, another cool thing is, especially for the video part, is I can update my LUTS into the camera to see how things will be looking, to just ensure that I'm able to create a lot faster and on the go, especially since I can't do that on my Sony a7S III for whatever reason, with Sony not really doing a firmware update on that, or my Sony a7 IV. So that makes me speed up my workflow as well, which is quite nice, especially on a small body setup for just everyday videoing that I need to do on the go, especially for like vlogging type of things that I have to be fast. And now you get all that in a camera and pair up with a 20-40 by Tamron, and it's a small little setup that's quite nice because you're able to have this little bit of a camera fit so smoothly in here, and I'm able to just go ahead and create all my videos that I need to for YouTube and content creation, whether it's for myself or clients, and I don't have to be too in the face of people if I don't have to bring such a big setup. Because at the end of the day, with this lens setup, I'm able to cover a good focal range from the 20-40, but you also get that optical zoom when it comes down to the camera itself that it can do it. So you get a little bit of extra reach, so it's quite nice. Let's switch over to this camera setup so I can show you what it's gonna look like and what I would use it like, and show you how I would use it for some video and some photos today, and show you why this is my new compact setup for photo and video. Where we're going to be going to have some food and drinks. So yeah, it's pretty nice and easy to bring this camera with me to create some goodies. Right here. Yummy. Yummy. Basically, this is how it works whenever you have a small and compact full frame camera. You can get some nice videos, can get some nice photos. So we're leaving where we were, just hanging out, and gonna go home to the puppies now, so it's always nice. Another nice setup for this camera is that it has low light capabilities because it can shoot at 12,800 ISO, which is quite nice so that you can be out here in, well, basically darker area times. Obviously, you use some kind of motivated light to be able to take some nice video, but it's a nice little setup that I like because I can do a lot of cool video at night, but also still do the photos because 12 megapixels is just more than enough. Well, we're back from using the ZV-E1 with the Tamron 20-40 and also using my sling bag as my everyday kind of compact setup for photo and video. I didn't take as many photos as I would normally want to, but you get the idea for what it comes down to this setup. I'm still using the internal microphone and pairing it up with the Adobe Speech Enhancement just to show you what it can do, which it might not be perfect every time, but at least it's something better than nothing to have a more condensed setup. Instead of having to bring my Sony a7S III perhaps with a top microphone, and that way you're kind of saving a little bit more space because you can just fit it all in here and be able to just have a more relatively easier setup than even when I had my Sony a7 IV with like the Tamron 20-40 and a microphone on top of it that I could put in there sometimes, which sometimes I can even bring also like my wireless microphone if I need to, because it's such a condensed setup. For me personally, I really think this is going to be a really cool kind of helpful kind of setup so that I can create as easily and just more efficiently, because it also doesn't draw too much attention to me, which is the most important thing to me. Because essentially when it comes down to being outdoors and everything, especially where I live, it's not as common to have a camera with you whenever you're doing your videos and stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit more helpful to be able to create photos and videos this way whenever I need to have something more condensed down that I don't want to bring as much attention to me. Especially if it's more like a talking down kind of video setup like this, where like I'm just going out and about, maybe doing some talking, showing the behind the scenes of certain stuff like that, taking a minor photo here and there, but mainly covering a subject that I want to cover that has to do more with just the talking part rather than having to do too much photo behind it. Because usually I would have my, Sony a7 IV, which this is a Sony a7S III that I was using with the microphone and everything, but with the 35-150. But right now, at least it'll be easier to have this setup right here instead of having to bring this big old camera with a microphone on top. And then it'll just make it a lot easier to create content for me at least. And that's why I think this is a cool little compact setup that is just killer video, to be honest. And the photos are still very well usable. But yeah, this is going to be an exciting kind of new compact setup for me. So I'm excited to keep using it and showcasing it, how it works and everything. And if anything changes that I need to update you guys because of some issues or anything like that, definitely we'll keep you guys in the loop. But if you have any questions about the setup, of what you think of it or anything like that that might help you out, leave a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out with that. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.